All right, what's up, everybody? Back with another day where I'm going to show you how I'm building my food plan for the day on the app called My Macros Plus so that I can make sure to hit my caloric and macronutrient goals, my proteins, carbs, and fats. I build these every single day. My thought was, why not record them, throw them up, and put them here? Maybe help somebody else figure out how to do theirs as well. Do me a favor, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even to subscribe while you're here. And again, I just launched my new website, cheapofitness.com. Link is going to be in the description down below, where I dig through Amazon looking for the best discount sales and coupon codes on anything fitness related. This could be protein powder, pre-workouts, clothing, exercise equipment. I'm doing the dirty work, the heavy lifting, so to speak, so that you don't have to. Cheapofitness.com, link is in the description down below. Let's go ahead and get started and take a look at what I've done so far on today's build. So well, come on, phone. That's not pleasant. Okay, so I've already built most of today's plan, and what I wanted to do is then show you how to sort of look at the plan as it has developed and try to figure out, well, what do I need to do next based off of where I am at. So I have a three-step process every day whenever I build this. My first step is I put in my daily staples. Staples are things for me which are the same every single day. I don't have to really think about it too much. For me, that is my pre and my post-workout meals. And you can see here on the pre, I've got an apple protein isolate powder there and another protein powder on my post-workout with some gummy bears. This is almost the exact same thing for me every single day. It just helps me get started on the build. And frankly, I need the protein. So step one is find something that you can make your staples every single day. Step two is if you wake up wanting to eat something specific, maybe you wake up thinking, I want Haribo gummy bears. Maybe you want something like this. I should turn this to make sure that I am. Then you would put that in here now. Whatever you're craving when you wake up, try to squeeze it in at this point before you build your plan, because I can tell you, if you try to build your plan first and then put the cravings on, you're going to build yourself out of having some food that you want. So put your cravings in now if you've got any. Then you go on to step three. Step three is, after you do your cravings, whether you do or whether you don't, step three is now you build your plan, starting with the first meal of the day that you eat, and build it for the rest of the day. I've already built a good portion of today's plan, and now where we are at is I've done the breakfast here, and you can see, just very quickly mention, 1 total gram of fat. Put that in your back pocket for the moment. That was some egg whites and some Ezekiel bread toast. For lunch, just a deli turkey wrap, with some fat-free mozzarella cheese on it, some fat-free, flavor-free, plain Greek yogurt. So a very basic lunch here. And you know what? I actually need to put in some Quest protein chips, because what would a build be at this point without some Quest protein chips? Put that in for my lunch. All right, so that's my lunch. And you can see here I've got a couple of snacks. I've got two frozen fruit bars and a protein bar. That's the One brand protein bar. And so that's all I've built today. So where that leaves us right now, and what we want to do is take a look at how we're going to address the rest of the plan that needs to be fulfilled. You can see here I've got about 1,100 calories remaining. It says 1090, so I got a ways to go. You can see if you look at the top here, my carbs are still very, very high, and my fat is also quite high too. It doesn't look like it, but that's a lot of fat. And so my protein is doing quite well. So what we want to do is, now I have like dinner that I still need to put in here. We want to be thinking in terms of how can I do carb heavy, right? We want to concentrate less now on protein and more on the carb side. So for dinner, anytime that I think of carbs, I'm thinking of typically the same thing every time, which is some sort of like rice, potato, sweet potato, something along those lines. And I'm going to go with the rice here. I'm going to put that for dinner. This is going to be 70-something grams of carbs. And so we've got some rice there. And you can see at the top, that knocked that carb down quite a bit. We're down to just needing 60. So let's talk about something else we could do for dinner. How about a few turkey meatballs? How about let's do like 5. 7 seems like a lot. Let's start with 5 and see what that looks like. Okay, so the protein's just about completely bonked out. We were down to 6 grams of protein left. Still got a lot of carbs we need to fulfill, but my total calorie says 529 remaining. If I can squeeze out 300 there, I'd be fine. So I'm looking for about 300 to 350 more calories, but it needs to be pretty much carb heavy. Protein's already looking fine. Fats are still a little bit high, but that's okay. So let me think some more in terms of carbs. What else can I do that's carbs heavy. Well, one of the things I've been craving, not a real craving like an oatmeal cream pie, but some raisins. Raisins are great for carbs. They are all carbs, no protein, no fat. You can see here for 32 grams of raisins, that's going to give me almost 25 grams of carbs and nothing else. And let's do that. You know what? I think I can go a little bit higher on that. Where'd my snacks go? Where are my snacks at? Let's go up a little bit higher on that. 32 grams seems low. Let's do like 60. Let's double that up, and that's going to get me some real nice numbers. So now it's just my fat that's a little bit of a problem. So now I can add something else here. I'm still 349 calories remaining, a little bit high, so I need to knock that down a little bit more. And my numbers are in such a range where, yes, I would like to have something more carb and fat heavy, but I'll take some protein too and go over just a little bit on that. So I'm not getting too picky at this point of what I want to do because my numbers are looking fine. I don't know if there's anything specifically that's going to call my name. You know what? I had some olives today. I forgot. I need to put my 5 olives in there for lunch because that is going to impact my fat by just a little bit. All right, but now here's what's interesting. Just by adding those 5 olives, you could not track that and that would be fine, but look what it did. It knocked me down. Just a second ago I said I'm still over 300 calories, and just by adding those 5 olives, I am now down to under 300. So those things do matter, even though they don't seem like it. It's not a lot of food. So I'm technically under 300 calories now, which is in the range that I am finding acceptable. I'm just going to add one more thing in here, and I'm just going to make it some beef jerky. I'm going to do some beef jerky later tonight, and I'm going to put that there for a snack and knock those calories down just a little bit more. And so this is where I'm going to leave it at today. So, when you're building these, you're looking and assessing the numbers at the top as it's developing, and you're looking at it and thinking like, well, where do I lack? Where do I need to have more carbs? Right? Like, is that number higher than everything else by a lot? Is the protein higher? Is the protein too? You basically are just going to use those numbers to help determine what you're going to eat as the day sort of progresses. So this was one where the carbs were a little bit higher, so we addressed that and really kind of started hitting carb heavy. Now it looks really nice. 249 total calories remaining, but that's under my max that I'm willing to go. So I'm well within the range that I want to be in. This plan ends up looking good, and I am satisfied with it. So again, the app is called My Macros Plus. Download it from all the app stores. The link is going to be in the description down below. It does cost a couple of bucks, but well worth it if it helps you stay consistent. Again, my website that I just launched, cheapofitness.com. Go there, get your fitness and health stuff for much cheaper than you would have if you wouldn't have had that website to find you special deals on it. So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you on tomorrow's video. Peace out.